Hey everybody, Matt Monster here, back with Marvel Heroes. Got Black Panther out, 2.1's out, so we got a lot of new videos to go. So with the patch, a lot of characters have been brought up into a good place, and I think Panther is one of those characters who really benefit from this patch. He's been put into a good place. I don't buy into this whole time to kill, time to live stuff that everybody's been going on. It's basically a targeting dummy that they throw out there. And I don't believe in dummies for the purposes of designing a game. I believe in dummies for the purposes of figuring out a build and getting your button pushing down. Those are great uses of the dummy. If there was DPS calculators, it'd be a great way to make sure you're getting your DPS numbers down. Other than that, dummies aren't that great. I believe that's what terminals and other things are for. But what I like to do is ease of play. And I believe Panther has found his way into a very nice ease of play. So going over some of the changes here. Dora Milaje, they now last a lot longer. I mean, at no points, it's at 1.2 minutes. You put points in there, they're lasting like 3 minutes. It's awesome. Blessing of Bast no longer heals you, no longer gives you any kind of buff like that. It basically just gets rid of crowd control. So if you looked at this before your Black Panther, don't put points into there. Panther Grace, here it is, yep. They changed this a little bit. This is going to be plus attack speed, plus movement speed, plus dodge rating, and plus tenacity. Tenacity is currently broken, so don't worry about it. Dodge rating, lower level you are, the better off it's going to pay off. By the time you hit 60, it's not going to be that great. You'll probably be sitting at around 25%. If you want to get higher, you're going to have to really pump some points on gear to get that dodge up there. There's a couple characters that can get there. I don't think Black Panther is one of them. Mine's only level 37 though, so don't hold me to it. I'll put the points in later and then you'll see. Biggest news that you gotta be aware of is Jungle Snare. Now does energy damage twice a second while immobilizing, while making enemies take extra damage for 5 seconds. This thing's phenomenal. Awesome change. This is like Caltrips, but better. Like Deadpool's Caltrips. This is definitely going to be one of your go-to moves if you're going to, especially, well, you got a melee. You got really not too many other choices to do. Panther Soul. This has been changed around. It gives you the defense. It's now giving you regeneration per second as well as spirit when you strike an enemy. You have no spirit problems whatsoever. Phenomenal. Predator's Aim has just been made a 1-point wonder, so the 1 point you get is all you'll ever need in it. You can put points in it you like, it'll never change except for how long it lasts on an enemy. If you're going to keep smacking the same enemy, you're going to keep refreshing it. It puts a 10% weaken on there. They deal 10% less damage. It never goes up, it never goes down. If someone else puts the buff up and it lasts longer, then it just overwrites yours. It never changes. It's only ever going to be 10%. And then Freezing Slash, they did change. It does have a better snare and a better freeze. And it does pay off with points. And so, with all those changes in mind, I'm going to go into the Jungle Warrior build for Black Panther. And that's going to be based on Freezing Slash. And, of course, the Jungle Snare that we just discussed, and we're going to still take Savage Strike. This has got a very high damage base to it with a little bleed instead of a big bleed with little damage. Very nice change to it for us. And then we're going to, of course, take Panther Soul. We need that health and we need that spirit, but most importantly, we need that health. And then we're going to take Panther Grace to take the attack speed, the movement speed, and the defense rating. And then finally, the last points be Dora Milaje. They're nice backups and distractions. They help us out, but they're not going to be a major source of DPS. Pet's kind of got not the Nerf bat, but they got shot with the Nerf gun a little bit. You can do the Blessing of Bast if you want something to break crowd control. You can do Panther Sight. Where is Panther Sight now? It's worth a point to unaware targets. I don't know how many unaware targets are really going to be. Critical hit rating is kind of a trap. It doesn't go up enough to make it worthwhile, and you need a lot of crit rating to really go up high. A little gets you a lot, but a lot gets you a little. And the bell curve's really been nerfed. And then you want the 1 point for Stealthy Escape. Where'd that go? There it is. So that gets you invisible, and then your minions take all the damage. That's what we like. So let me just confirm that. And of course, we'll put the Freezing Slash up. We'll have our Savage Strike there. We don't have to worry about hitting the button for health regen anymore. We don't have that ability to us anymore. We will have to bring out the pets every now and then. Panther God's Gift is still pretty awesome. But seeing how we have that on a different button, we don't have to worry about working that in. And that's really it. Oh, Jungle Snare. Yeah, we actually want that here. That there, and then we'll have the pets. Alright, so let's see, I'm 37. It's going to be a good run for us. Kingpin. Nice and quick, too. I think the baby's waking up. So, gear-wise, with all this energy damage, we got energy damage, energy damage, energy damage, with physical damage over time. That's so funny. But everything's energy damage, if you look. Oculus Ouroboros. Tons of energy damage being done, so lots of life coming back in. We're doing the Dr. Doom medallion. It's got damage rating, but it gives us a cower, and it gives us some health and some spirit. I like the cower a lot. That's really primary function for the Doom. The other one you can do is Taskmaster, and of course Yu-Gi-Oh's Charm is awesome with the melee abilities. And so let's summon out the 2 pets. And that's the Jungle Snare now. That's just phenomenal. That's going to be the go-to kill thing. Even if the guy goes invisible or goes invulnerable, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we have no pet control like Loki, so we got to rely on the game's ability to summon up the pets. I'm going to try to bum rush this as much as possible because I'm pretty sure the daughter is waking up. But I'll stop and fight anything that is actually supposed to be a challenge. There should be something that's a speed bump. You can see the health is doing pretty good. Oculus Ouroboros paying off in spades here. A lot of people underestimated it before. If you have them and have been saving them, it's going to pay off a lot in this patch. There's so many energy damage characters. Thor and Stormstrike. Massive source of life. Basically, with the patch and the normalization of dodge, and crit, and brutals, I mean, it's pretty easy to get to 25%. It's really hard to get to 50% on all those stats. And same with defense. So regeneration is going to become the key factor. And how well you regenerate, how much you regenerate, how fast you regenerate, and how much health you have to lose, and how much time you have to regenerate the health that you lost becomes the key factor in this game. It was before, but it was much more forgiving with the damage. Believe it or not, the damage is much more steady coming in. You have a much less ability to shrug off that damage. One thing I don't understand why they haven't done is why haven't they given him the ability to do like critical damage from stealth? As you can see, those pets have no trouble. And I was spamming Savage Strike and my regular strikes. Yeah. And that's Black Panther. So he's actually in a much, much better place. If you have him and you liked him, you're going to love him now. He does great damage. He can survive oranges really well. And so, hope you enjoyed. Hope it helped. The Jungle Warrior. Talk to you guys later.